Welcome back. This is your environmental studies class, chapter 14, when the earth shook, and part 3 of the chapter, which is last part, and our man is still shaking because earthquake is still going on. So yes, we will discuss more about earthquake. On 26 January 2001, an earthquake occurred in Bhuj area of Gujarat. Gujarat is a state of India, western state of India, on the west of India, and Bhuj is a place where in 2001, on 26th of January, that was Republic Day of 2001, when a massive big earthquake occurred. What happened? Hundreds of people died and thousands were injured in this earthquake. As you can see in the pictures, the building have collapsed completely. Some have got cracks which are which cannot be mended. Once again, the building has to be taken down and made again. So this all lot happened. People were trapped under the dirbis, some were trapped inside the houses, somewhere under the dirbis, somewhere like many building collapsed. Huge loss of life and property occurred. Yes, it happens when a natural calamity hits the earth. Huge loss of life and property takes place. Not only this, but also diseases spread because of the polluted water and everything, whatever comes with the disaster. So nothing is good about occurring of the natural disaster, because the effects of natural disaster can be seen while during it is there, it is existing, and after it has passed also the effects can be seen, because it affects the life of people in such a way that it becomes an unforgettable event. It is an unforgettable event for those who have not experienced it. So it is like a mark on everybody's heart and brain that to which this natural calamity has occurred. So it is a very big deal for the people who has gone through this particular natural calamity. So 2001, we are talking about Bhuj earthquake, which was a very huge earthquake, and it has like it has put a permanent mark on everybody's heart and brain, those who have gone through it. Rescue teams help people during this time. A lot of rescue teams come for helping the people. They save people trapped under the dirbis, providing medical aid and first aid to the injured people, supplying food, clothing and shelter to the victims also. So this is all is done when the earthquake occurs, and it has passed down also, but people need help throughout it to recover from that particular thing. So all these people who comes to their help, well, this is how they help. As you can see, a woman is being taken out from the dirbis. They are giving first aid, they are providing them food. All this is done by some people, this group of people. Who all does this? Police, doctors, army, fire brigade and voluntary that organizations, that mean NGOs. Some people voluntarily come and help the people in government people in order to save all these people and to take care of these people, those who have gone through the natural disaster. So this is what happened. Police sees and everything. They take out the people from, if they are trapped inside their houses still, derbises. Doctors help them giving first aid to the injured people, and to the serious injury they take them to the hospital with the help of ambulance. Army is a backbone which helps in every kind of difficulty when a country gets. So army people are also there to help people in any manner they can. Also the fire brigade comes if the fire occurs, or if something it needs to be moved heavy or something like that, they are called. And NGOs, as I told you, the voluntary organization comes and helps themselves to offer a helping hand in order to do the works smoothly, nicely, and help a lot of people. When there are a lot of hands to help, the works becomes fast, and also a lot of people are saved in this condition. Also, what is the work of engineers? Engineer provides some earthquake resistant designs of the houses. Yes, they do, as Japan is a country in our world where earthquake occurs very frequently. So they actually are successful in designing the houses which can be lived and will not get any kind of damage during the earthquake. So engineers always keep on developing and maintain these designs in order to save people from natural disasters like earthquake. they play important role too. Some other natural disaster we are going to discuss right now is a drought. If there is no rain for a long time, there is a scarcity of water. That means water will be less, the crops fail, and the food is not available in such places. That's where drought occurs. This is drought, people. When there is no rain, the crops die, the food is not available to be eaten. That condition, that natural calamity is known as drought. No rain for a long time, as in years. No rain for many years in particular area. You can say water is not available, food and fodder is not available, food for the human beings and fodder for the animals is not available, and people have to go far away places in order to fetch the water. But there is a limit for everybody to bear all this, and eventually where drought has occurred, after living for a few years there and suffering from the shortage of food and shortage of water, the people start leaving that particular area and go to some other area where they can get all these things. Moving on, famine. Famine is a condition which occurs after the drought has come. So when there is drought, people and animals die of hunger. So when they start dying of hunger, that is known as famine. It is another natural condition. Flood, when the excess rain happens and the rivers overflow and the water gets into the city and damages lot of things, roads, buildings, shelters, lives of people and everything. That's where the flood occurs. So this is another natural disaster. Tsunami, the earthquake which occurs on the surface of the earth is known as earthquake, but when that same earthquake is occurring in the surface of a sea or an ocean, it gives rise to the big waves, and that water comes rushing inside the city, and that is of a higher magnitude. When that tsunami is of a higher that earthquake inside the surface of the earth is very on a higher magnitude, that's when tsunami occurs. So it is also a very big and very dangerous natural disaster. Volcanic eruption, there are some mountains which are actually volcanoes. A lava is floating on deep inside the earth, but sometimes they get erupted due to the pressure building inside. That is known as volcanic eruption. Avalanche occurs on the higher mountains when there is lots and lots of snow, and when that snow together come, mountain of a snow is falling down in a speedy manner. That is known as avalanche. So we discussed all these: drought, famine, flood, volcanic eruption, avalanche, earthquake. I also told you about landslide and everything. So keep in mind that natural disasters not only are very dangerous and occur very naturally, but they cause a lot of loss of life and property to the people, and precautions should be taken in order to save yourselves from them. Thank you so much for watching this video. With this, your chapter ends here completely. Chapter number 14, when the earth shook. I hope you understood the chapter well. Do read this chapter from your NCERT book, and I'll see you in next class. Till then, take care and be safe, everybody.